Hey guys, how's it going? We're going to go over a second month update. We've been here for 2 months now, and we've had a lot of stuff going on.
Okay, so the biggest thing on my mind is I am so terribly sad that we're going to miss the Seahawks season.
Go Hawks.
Because at work I have it as my desktop slideshow, and also I follow the Seahawks, and we even brought our jerseys here.
We went to a professional photo place last year, and we actually got Seahawks pictures with us in our jerseys, and we had a Seahawks ball and stuff.
And that was
I
our
think
Christmas
she had
card.
pom-poms. Yeah, and that was our Christmas
Yeah.
card. So we're pretty diehard fans.
Yeah, and
we're gonna miss this.
I feel like this year we're totally gonna kill it. I mean, Russell, he's saying that all I'm gonna focus on is winning.
Hustle like Russell.
So, I'm dying inside.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're going to talk about, our second month update.
Yeah, not about the Seahawks.
Yeah.
You know.
I just had to I'm so heartbroken.
I know. Okay, so one of the big things that's been happening in these last 2 months is we've been going every Saturday and taking some learning Korean classes.
For 5 weeks in a row.
For 5 weeks in a row. It's 2 hours every Saturday in the morning, and at first it was pretty good. I understood some of the stuff. We were going over the alphabet, how to sound out some of the vowels and the consonants, which was good. And then it seems like the last 2 weeks she's just started skyrocketing.
Floor, gas pedal down, and she's just not stopping.
Yeah, and she doesn't speak in English at all because there's people from all over the world. We have people from the Philippines, from India, from Russia, from the U.S., Canada, all over the place. And so she tries to teach Korean in Korean, which is fine, but we get lost because we don't understand the concept of what she's trying to do. She just tells us in Korean, but we don't know Korean yet. So it's been getting a little frustrating.
Yes.
So that's been at least frustrating.
And I don't know if we're the only ones that feel like we're lost, but it got to the point where, the classes are not just 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Saturday. The classes are from 10 to 12. So we do sacrifice a lot by going to the classes given this time window. And also, she will orchestrate and try to act out what she's trying to teach us, which is fantastic. But there's just some things that you really just need that clarification if the whole entire class is looking at you like, what? So she'll just be walking really fast and pointing and trying to show us this, and I think she could be a great actress, personally. But I just don't understand.
Yeah, and then we'll have to do something in the workbook, but we don't understand what concept we're trying to do. So
because she walks around and checks up, but with us, she basically just goes, woo, glosses over us and walks to the next table because I think she knows that we're lost. And I'll even say, Malayo, I don't understand, and then she'll come over and try to explain in Korean, which is really nice, but I still don't understand.
Yeah.
But it's grammar focused right now, and so Eric and we're really trying to commit ourselves to learning conversational Korean as much as possible.
Yeah, we want to be able to talk to Amanda's family. I don't need to know everything about Korean. I just need to know conversational stuff so we can talk to her family. That's what we're really trying to learn Korean for. And I understand that you might have to take those steps through all the different grammar and pronunciations. But it's just frustrating when you don't understand what you're supposed to be learning at the moment.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a battle we're going to have to figure out. So that's part of our second month update. This last class we went to, we kind of just left because we
were just getting so frustrated.
We were just getting so frustrated and lost that it just didn't make sense to be there. I honestly, sometimes I just want to say, can you please just explain it? Because I'm lost and I really want to understand this more than you know. Can you just please explain this to me?
Yeah. We also have some books, and we also have an online class that we've been taking as well. So with all of those together, I'm sure it'll come around. It's just taken us a little bit longer. So also, we have an apartment update that's going to be coming out here pretty soon as well.
We got some furniture.
We got some furnitures. We got a TV, a couch. a bench, a table, all sorts of cool stuff. And it's made it a lot more homey.
Yes.
So for the first month, we pretty much just had a table, a chair.
You saw. We just had a bed in our living room.
A bed in our living room. We now have a bedroom. We have a bed in our bedroom.
But you know who can attest to this, that it's more homey, is Maddie. Because previously we leave and come back and we cringe when we get off the elevator and we hear barking. But now it's...
Every single time.
Now I can't even find her. I open the door and I'm like, where is my dog? She's not greeting me at the door.
Sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, sleeping on the couch, sleeping on her bench, sleeping wherever she wants. And she definitely is more at home, which is really comforting. Not really because of Eric and I, but because of her. Because, we really want to make sure she has a smooth transition.
Yeah. So that's really nice, being able to have that home feel. And also, my shoulders and back have not been feeling good lately. Korea's uncomfortable. When we were staying at our parents' house, we had to sleep on the floor, which is not very comforting. Also, when we didn't have all the furniture, we had just some basic chairs for the table setup, and we were sitting in those a lot. And so it was just really scrunching my back and hurting my back.
Yeah.
So
there's no lumbar support in those chairs.
So now we have a nice, comfortable, small couch. But it's pretty comfortable. It sits perfect, so my back actually sits across the top rest.
And we also got a Posturepedic little foam mattress on top of our mattress, so that way it gives us a little bit more support.
Yeah, a little bit more cushion.
Yeah, and I really think it makes a big difference. So one thing that I'm personally struggling with is, I came to Korea to spend time with my biological family. And I don't think that many people know, but my biological mom's had brain tumors. She's undergone, I think, 3 surgeries. And now she's having the same symptoms that she used to have before, and it's inoperable.
Yeah, and they said that this one, because she's had so many, that it would be very unsafe for them to operate again. So she's been going to the doctor, going to doctor's appointments.
In Seoul once a month.
Once a month.
They're just keeping a close eye on her.
So we wanted to come and actually spend some time with them.
Yeah,
and that's part of the reason for coming to Korea.
And so quickly and without a lot of, time is because I don't know how much time I have with her. And to me, that is super frightening, and that's why I feel so stressed all the time, is because I don't want to get a call one day or find out that she's no longer here. So language is so important to us because I want to talk to her. I want to find out more about her from her perspective. And my sisters, through some communication that we've had, they told me that mom's a chatterbox and she just wants to talk to you. Which is funny because I'm a chatterbox too, and I can only imagine the kinds of fun conversations we've had. Now the second part of this is Eric and I moved close to our families about an hour and a half away about 3 years ago. So I moved closer to my mom and dad because 1, they're getting older, and 2, because I was hoping to gain a better relationship. Growing up adopted, I definitely felt like maybe my adoptive sister and I were more of a burden than anything. So I thought if I moved closer and I could be there for them if they needed, it would make a difference and we'd grow closer together. Well, a lot of times I would ask, my parents if they wanted to do something, go somewhere, be together, and they would literally, the only thing they'd be interested in is, how about you just come over, we'll have a meal, and then you guys can leave. And that was pretty much it. So I had to make a move for myself. The only thing that happened, which happened out of nowhere, is my adoptive mother has breast cancer. So right before we left, she underwent her surgery.
Right before so I think we actually found out that Amanda got a job offer, and then they came up to visit us the next weekend.
Yeah.
So it was literally only a few days, and then we found out that she had breast cancer. So we already had everything in work. She had an offer. We started selling
pending
our house.
It was pending already.
And then we find out that her adoptive mom has breast cancer. So she's got 2 moms that are undergoing stuff.
And then just yesterday, I basically got almost a 911 from my sister that, mom's not doing well because she is undergoing chemotherapy and she has issues with her blood cells. Well, anyways, she has suffering from severe edema, which is swelling in her arm, and it just wasn't looking very good. So I started panicking and just wondering, just everything flashing in front of me. Did I make the wrong decision? Does she think that I'm choosing one mom over the other mom? How can I please everyone? Because I know my birth mom is really as happy that I'm here. What should I do? So, we didn't anticipate running into this issue as far as communicating with them. We intended to Skype with my parents because they don't have smartphones. They don't have anything technological advanced. So, needless to say, I've recently discovered buying Skype credit. I can call from my Skype app and call their landline, and I was able to connect with her immediately and have a quick conversation, and then I sent flowers to her. But still, in the back of my mind, it really weighs on me all the time, thinking that I have two moms in two different countries that are both really not in good shape. So that's something that I'm trying to find peace with, and to manage that.
Yeah, it's a really difficult thing. But also, since you found out about the Skype credit thing, I was able to talk to my dad. My dad is pretty much the same as her parents back home. He's computer technology illiterate. He finally just got an iPhone. He's had a flip phone forever.
But he's cool though. He's
and if
educating
you're watching this,
himself.
Dad, I'm sorry.
No, he's educating himself on Korea.
Cool. He about a year ago he put in for something and he won a smart TV, and he's had the older style TVs forever, and so he got this smart TV and he didn't even know how to use it.
He's been YouTubing everything.
So we actually,
awesome.
My brother and I, we went there for a fishing trip once, and this was shortly after he got it, and so we were showing him how to do YouTube, and he started watching YouTube fishing videos and stuff. So we got the Skype credit, and I called him because I haven't been able to call him for a while either, and so he was telling me that he was watching videos on Korea talking about, do you actually use the soap bars in the bathroom? Because in the Korean bathrooms, a lot of them that have these bars of soap that are on these rods. And you just kind of, go like this with your hands and then, wash off your hands. And also he was asking
but the fact that he knows
about
all
toilet
stuff.
paper not being that available in the Korean bathroom. So it's really cool that he's actually watching that stuff.
And I think it would be, our experience, I think we'd be a little bit more satisfied or at ease if we had friends.
Yeah. So we have been trying to look for some Korean friends because we want to learn more about the culture, learn more about the language, and there is some.
Interrupt you?
Yeah.
What does it sound creepy if, just for instance,
I want some Korean
no,
friends.
if you went on Facebook and you just said, is there a couple there that wants to be friends? And if you're Korean, just respond. Okay, that's what we did.
That's pretty much what we did.
We
haven't got any responses yet. Maybe it is.
No, one thing I discovered is, if we want to meet Koreans, you have to be in a location where there's more Koreans. You have to get involved. So one thing that I signed us up for is called Meetup. And this is popular in the States as well. And so I signed us up for various groups, foodie groups and culture exchange groups, and maybe even clubbing exchange groups or whatever you want to call it, going out and socializing. And so anyways, if
boots and pants.
If it works out with our schedule and it's in Daejeon, why not? So I think this week we should give it a shot and try to meet up with one of the meetup groups.
I think we should.
And that way we can really try to interact with other people and just hopefully, find a little network of friends. Because I know I've been really wanting to Noribong or karaoke.
Yeah.
So, but you can't just do it with you and I. That'd be really boring.
That would be really weird.
So anyways.
She's not a good singer.
I'm a good rapper though. I'm going to come out with a Korean rap. Let's just, you wait and see.
Yeah.
But anyways, so friends is another thing that we're hoping to really make some good connections here.
Yeah, because that would just be easier. We can just hang out with someone, go to dinner, go get some coffee, and we can teach them, make them a little bit more fluent in English, and they can teach us some Korean, learn about the culture.
Exactly.
So that would be great.
But in the meantime, I'm glad that we're settling in more. I mean, you're working out 5 days a week.
Something that we've been trying to do for the last couple of years is change our eating habits, because we were really big, and we're still fairly big, but we have gotten smaller. So for the last 2 years, we were going to the gym pretty heavily.
6 days a week.
Yeah, in the
Like
last 2 months
gymaholics.
before we actually came to Korea, we were doing 2-a-days. We've tried paleo diet. We've cut out sugar. We've done a ton of stuff.
I think so. You cutting out sugar is a good thing, and we're working on that. For instance, I only drink black coffee now because I really want to cut out as much sugar as possible. Now, I hope you're not talking about sugar in like an alcoholic beverage, because I do like my wine, but I think that you have to treat yourself too.
Yeah,
But
treat yourself.
in a lot of different ways, we've been cutting out and more aware. So that's really important. I recently signed up for a gym membership at my work because I think it's more convenient. And so I'm going to be swimming a couple days a week and also going to the gym a few days a week. And I also just need it for, stress relief. And I think it's, positive to be, just staying active.
And I've got a workout friend here. His name's Jason. He's from New Zealand. He actually lives in our building. And the first week we were here, we were having some drinks down at this restaurant that's close by, and we just started talking about working out and stuff. And he was about to start working out again because he was working on his PhD, so he is at the computer a lot.
Yeah.
He got a little bit large during the winter.
Understandably.
So we started going for runs. He showed me a lot of cool places to run. And then he was looking at doing this program that's online. And so we just started that, and we're just doing a lot of weightlifting training right now. And then we're going to get our nutrition guide here coming up this week. So that's kind of what I've been working on. And, just been working out a bunch. I go for walks with the dog and every single day. So just trying to stay active.
Yeah. And so what's ahead? Well, we're very excited because in my last video, I know I was kind of Debbie Downer about, my twin and us not relating to each other, and still there, but on a different level. One night I called and broke down and called my little sister and told her how, things haven't been very good, and, I really just wanting to connect with the family. However that happens, that's what I'm looking for. So, a couple weeks later, my twin did message me saying, I love my little sister and I love you, Amanda, and that just made me feel so much better.
Yeah, it's just cultural differences, and for the we don't know Korean for the most part. We're like less than elementary level. So her twin has had to do almost all the translating for the whole entire family. So
Right.
I could see how that would get super frustrating. And when we, don't do something right, because we don't know.
They just assume why? Why aren't
you
acting
it just
appropriately?
it just makes them a little frustrated.
Yeah.
So for a little bit there, we were kind of button heads.
And sometimes that happens. I know we've had to have basically, we've had to find interpreters just, quickly
Iron out some stuff,
because there is such a, divide of cultures, and it's not like it's that easy to explain. They can't just say, okay, Korean culture means this, you do this, then you're going to be accepted. Vice versa, it's not easy to say you just study up on the USA culture and then you just American culture and you act this way. You can't really just put it into words. It's more of the living, the feeling, the everyday, the how you interact. What do you say?
Yeah, and I just think that the more that we actually hang out with them and interact with them, the more that will actually start to fit together.
Well, what made me really sad is when my family basically told me through an interpreter that they feel very uncomfortable if we stay with the family. When they picked us up here, a couple months ago when we came to Korea, we stayed with them for about a week or 4 days, and they just eventually we had an interpreter because we did have some cultural issues, and they said that they feel like they're walking on eggshells around us, and they feel like they always have to entertain us, they always have to make sure they appease us, and that made me feel sad. We never have the expectation that we need something, we want something, they have to do something. We're just there to relax and, be with the family, even if we're just sitting there doing nothing, watching TV. I mean, how many...
But also, Korean families are very coddly.
Yeah.
They have to buy each other stuff.
Right. So we're on a mission. I mean, this weekend we decided to stay home, and next weekend we probably will as well, just because there's a lot to prepare. We're going to be going to my family's place.
In Pohang.
This is where they're retiring. So, they sold their place in Seoul, and this is going to be where they want to be in the country. So we're going there for the first time.
And it's near the beach.
I'm going to see my grandparents, and I met them last year, but I'm going to see them, again this year for the first time. So there's a lot of prep work involved. Not only trying to learn as much conversational Korean as possible, so that's what we're on the hook for.
But also buying presents.
Yes, and it's fine, but it's not like we can go to Target. I can go to the local mall that's so massive, and I know exactly where to find stuff, what to buy, how to buy stuff. Put it in my car and run it home, and that's done. It's constantly walking around, acclimating yourself to different markets. We've been to different malls this weekend. We've really been on the hunt. What do you buy, people?
All over the place. 2 different malls, a couple different shops, a traditional market.
We spent all weekend looking for gifts.
We've been all over the place.
We're trying our best, and we hope that we have stuff that's sufficient. But we're really looking forward to the visit, and we'll definitely send an update, hopefully a video, kind of showing what that looks like and the different area. Because Pohang's
trip to Pohang.
It's more countryside.
And it's near the beach too. And
I'm a little scared. I think my mom and dad both started driving. So in Seoul, it's such a metropolitan city that you could get around with subway or the train or the bus easy. And Pohang, it's not that simple.
Well, what's funny to me is when they came and visited us a month ago, her sister told us that mom was going to start driving.
But
and she was sitting in the back like this.
Like so a crazy look in her eye, like, you're going to be sitting with me. Good luck. Buckle up.
Yeah.
But, I was like, maybe we should just get her a driver's license. So if we drive there, maybe we should drive. Because we're used to driving. I'm a little scared. But anyways, So
we do have some stuff that's going to be coming up here soon. We're going to be possibly going to Pohang here. Well, not possibly. We are going to go to Pohang in a couple weeks. We're going to do an update on the apartment tour as well because we did get some new stuff, so we want to show you what we got.
Yep.
And then what other things are you thinking?
Well, hello, we're going to have some fun. We're really disappointed. We wanted to take you guys on a zombie run with us.
Yeah, but there wasn't any buses that were coming back after the zombie run, so we would have had to stay there. And we can't leave our dog for that.
We're always going to be looking for fun stuff to do, too, in the meantime. And if there's anything that you're interested in knowing, please let us know. Just drop a comment.
Yeah, if you have any ideas or something that you want to see specifically in a video, just let us know. Shoot us a comment. Yeah, just drop it on.
Hey guys, so if you like what you're seeing, make sure you subscribe.
And hit that like button. See you guys.
Bye.